Hello and welcome to We Buy Any Motor Caravan, and today we've got something extraordinarily special for you, something I've not seen before, and I've been with the company now best part of 4 years. This is a Land Rover Defender 110 CAMPERHUS, which is the Nordic version for CAMPERHUS conversion. Let's go and have a look around. So this is a 2012 Land Rover Defender 110, as I say, is the CAMPERHUS or CAMPERHUS conversion from a company based in Staffordshire. It's in this stunning red colour. The whole thing is it's a Land Rover. It's just an absolute beast. We'll have a look inside afterwards, but this is the first time I've actually ever sat in one myself. There's not an awful lot of room, but if you're going for one of these, it's because you know this is the type of van that you're looking for. You've got, as you'd expect, these massive off-road tyres, because let's face it, if you're in one of these, you can just go and drive into a field if you want. You've got the solar panel on the roof. You can go out, park where you want. But if you do go to a campsite, there is a 240 hookup bolt as well. Round the back, you can see the big pop top on the roof. As standard, the Land Rover spare wheel cover. I'll open the back up as well, so you can have a quick look in there. You've got the steps to get in. Plenty of room for what you need it for. You're really only looking probably a couple of people going away, but this really is a specialist van. These are going to have quite a niche market compared to normal traditional motorhomes and camper vans. Now you can actually see a lot more of these at the Adventure Overland show, which I believe this year is in April at Stratford-upon-Avon Racecourse. You've got your water infill here. We'll have noticed on the back as well, there's actually 2 awnings on this. So if you are parking up, you've got plenty of room either side. Obviously if you're away in some decent weather. But I just love the exterior of it. There's not an awful lot to talk about kind of specification wise and extras, but it's just the look. In fact, I'm just going to, for a second, I'm just not going to say anything at all. Just take it in. Now, I mentioned before, this does look beastie, even more from this angle. Look at these additional headlights as well. I'm trying not to look too brightly at them, or too directly at them, I should say. It's just an amazing van. I prefer it a lot more from the outside, just from my own personal point of view. But I say these are going to have their own cult following. I think it's time to go and have a look inside. Right, now we're inside this Land Rover Defender, and as I say, I've never driven one before, or before today anyway. I've never been a passenger in one. There's not an awful lot of room, but as I say, if you're going for this sort of camper van, it's because you want a Land Rover. If you're looking for something for comfort for the family, let's be honest, this isn't going to be the van for you. But if you want that old school Land Rover Defender, proper raw beastie off-road vehicle, then this is the one for you. I've not driven it too far today. It isn't the most comfiest of drives, but as I say, that's just my personal preference. But I know people that love these Land Rovers. They're timeless. You know, they've been going around over 75 years. They really are. Let's go and have a look in the back, shall we? I know I was a little bit harsh about the space in the front, and I think that's just how they are. But actually, this isn't too bad in the back. You've got bench seat here. There's another single seat there. You can get access to that from the side door, but the easiest entrance to this will be through the rear. And so you've got the awning that goes across the back as well. Plenty of storage. You've got a 2-ring hob. You've got your sink there with hot and cold mixer tap. So you park up in the morning, you're in your field, you want a cup of tea and a bacon cob. There you go. Plenty of little storage cupboards all the way around. And there as well. Got your fridge. Get your milk in there, your bacon as you say, a couple of cold beers for at night. What more do you want? We've got up here as well. Yet more storage, again in there. Now one thing I thought about this when I first walked in was, that's all okay, but if you go out, you need a wee, do you need to find a bush somewhere? Well, no, because there is actually a toilet there. So for something this size, they've tried to really cover off as many bases as they can. You've got the pop top, giving you a bit more room up there as well, a bit more headroom whilst you're in it. I say there's not an awful lot to talk about in here. You've got your additional table there you can have if you're having something to eat. It is what it is, but what it is very specialist. It's very nice. I know I've said it a couple of times before, but if you love your Land Rovers and you love camping, then this is just a match made in heaven for you. So there we have it. You're going to be careful while I step out. Don't want to be on you being framed. There's your 2012 Land Rover Defender CAMPERHUS conversion. Now, we ask you at the end of every video, we love to hear your comments, your feedback, your thoughts. I want to hear that and see that more so on this. Is this something that would suit you? Is this something you've always looked for, always wanted? I know, get in touch. Hit that like button, hit subscribe. I'm going to give this a bit more of a test drive before it goes. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.